Did we go live?
Yes, we're live, sir.
There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, get ready. It's me. It's your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, and it's time. It's time. You know what time it is. It's Monday. It's Monday. And I am here with my wonderful co-host, the little Diva. And you know what happens on Monday? It's time for the real conversation with a twist of humor. And we ain't by ourselves. We got a guest tonight.
Clarence Riley, Hip Hop Saxophonist. How's everybody doing?
What's going on?
Yes, we have Clarence, the Hip Hop Saxophonist Riley. We are so excited to have you. I've had you before. I've been following you for a long time. And before we get started, what I want to say is I want to tell you something that you don't know before you tell your story. This will lead into that. But guys, so I have been looking for Clarence. I sent Clarence a text message. Something came over me several months ago, like months and months ago. And I was like, let me check on Clarence. I have not seen him on Facebook. Something is not right. So I was texting you. I don't know if I called you or not. I emailed you. I said, well, dang, is he mad at me? But what I do to him for me mad at me? I was literally missing you. Didn't know where you were. So when I saw you pop back up on Facebook not long ago, I was like, I gotta reach out. And all I said was, how are you doing? And I don't remember the statement that you made, but it was a weird thing because I didn't know something had happened to you. And so when I don't know what, I saw your post and I said, that's what it was. But don't you think that's crazy that I was in my mind, like, I've got to call Clarence. Like, something is going on. Let me check on him. And then that's when I found out you weren't answering the phone. But you couldn't. So, isn't that interesting?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's just say someone was incapacitated up until January due to the incident. But, got rolling back again in January. I was like, everybody's going to think I dropped off the face of the earth. So let me go ahead and start posting.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had had the accident, which I'm sure many people didn't. So I would like for you, if you don't mind, we're going to jump right in and just talk to us. Tell us your story.
All right, family. For those of you all that know me, that follow me, you guys know I post every day. I'm posting memes, motivational quotes, content, everything. And I had posted up until about an hour before my accident. And, all my friends were sharing it. Dominique, he was sharing some stuff. And then I ended up having an accident. Someone ran a red light off of 288 and 288 and Reed Road. And they hit me broadside. Completely, of course, car was totally total. I lost consciousness. I woke up in an ambulance. They were like, glad to see you're still with us. So it was a terrible accident. I broke, I can't even count how many bones. At least 9 ribs, both my legs, my arm. I cracked my neck. It was a fracture. Good news is all of those injuries have healed. But the worst injury of all, I had something called a radial nerve injury. So what makes that? Your radial nerve is what sends messages from your biceps down to your arm, to your hand. And when I suffered that injury, that was the most devastating injury ever, because you can have all your feeling in your arm, but you can't move your fingers. Like, nothing will move. And that is the most terrifying injury ever. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And so that was kind of God's way of kind of sitting me down and letting me know, hey, I can bring you back from this, but if I do, you got to let the world know. I said, man, I will get on a megaphone and tell the world about how good God is. Because when I followed up with my doctors, because it was a very long road to recovery. January 1st, I could not walk. Like, I couldn't get out of bed or anything like that. I was in a rehab facility called Tier. They're awesome, by the way, 2 thumbs up. I didn't walk for the first time until January 24th. That was the day before they had released me, because they had to let my body heal up enough where they could start rehabilitating. After they released me, I went home and I did something called Collage Home Health Rehab. Now, my thoughts at first, I was like, oh man, they're just gonna come here, make a sandwich, and just sit and babysit me for hours. But no, they. I used to work for UPS. Man, home rehab is about twice as hard as UPS. So, but they were like, man, you're one of our best patients ever. You're so determined. I was like, yeah, I've got clients waiting for me.
Exactly.
I
You got
got
stuff
to it. Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. But on that note, when I was injured, my phone was destroyed in the car accident. And so everything was just up in the wind. My wife, genius by the way, she actually went in my email, because I always had my email saved on her phone. So she found all my invoices and all my clients, her signature events. They just got people to, take care of my clients, which was awesome,
Wonderful.
because when you're down for that long and you're like, man, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? But then I realized, man, I have friends. Everybody was just, hey, you need me to cover this? You need me to cover that? Like, so many people, even Dominique was like, hey man, you need me to do something? I was like, man, so many people stepped up, man. We gotta cover that. I appreciate it.
Wow.
So to feel that love for the musician community was just awesome. So that's why when you guys see me on Instagram and Facebook, I'm posting everybody else. I'm like, God was so good, and he kind of just let me know, hey, while you're recovering, push everybody else as much as you can. And so that's been kind of my mindset. Hey, push everybody else out. And now that I'm back, I'm still pushing everybody else out, but pushing myself and letting people know I'm back.
I'm back. Yeah. Wow, Clarence. Wow. I am I don't know if I saw a picture of, did you have a picture of the car?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. That's when I found out that you had an accident, because I still didn't know you had an accident. I just knew you was gone. And when I saw that, then I was like, oh my gosh. And then you put out saying, you posted the picture that I posted on the flyer today that said, in January, I couldn't walk. And it's what is this, June?
Mm-hmm.
And you walking, you playing again.
Yep. I'm running too. I'm like, I'm pretty close to being in better shape than I was before the accident. I was like,
yes,
a win is a win. Yeah.
And you still have the same spirit that you had before, and I love that. Like, you've always been so bright and energetic, and I see that you wouldn't even be able to tell that something happened to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I was incredibly blessed, because most people, that the kind of accident I had, it's a very slim chance that people survive it, let alone make essentially a full recovery.
So you're a walking miracle and testimony.
Yeah.
Country Boy, you have anything you want to mention?
No, I was just listening to it. That is indeed a miracle. It lets you know that you are here for a reason, for a purpose. And what you said is so true about sometimes that we don't realize in this life that we make things our God or bigger than God. They can be the smallest things. It could be music, it could be work, it could be a whole bunch of things, because there's a scripture that says, thou shalt have no other, period, other. Don't matter what it is before me. And sometimes in this life that there's purpose. And I posted this today as people miss it. There's purpose in the pain. There's purpose in the pain. The thing is pushing through. The thing is pushing through. The thing is pushing through. Man, and to see you and to hear you say, man, I shot it from the rooftops. I will take this opportunity. And then the other thing is you didn't lose anything, but you gained something.
Definitely.
You gained something. And sometimes he has to take us back. And a lot of times people think when he takes us back, it's a bad thing. But if taking us back sometimes is like a bow and an arrow. In order for the arrow to shoot further, he's got to pull the bow back.
Wow. Wow.
Definitely.
Wow. What did you say, country boy?
That's all I got to say.
That was so profound in those few little words. So little words. Wow. So we also, I want to take this time to thank your wife for being that person, you to take her vows as they are through sickness and health, right? And then even to think, I don't know if I would have had the strength or I would have thought about what can I do else to help besides nurture him. I want to take care of his clients as well. Like I thank her. I'm not you, but I'm thanking her for that part of it, and that is such a blessing to have her. And I know that you know that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. Because, before I got married, something like this would have happened. Of course, my mom and dad, they would have stepped up and they didn't have to lift a finger. She was on it. When I got home, she was like, she was cooking. Oh, I learned how to cook since I've been home. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. So could you not cook nothing?
Not really, man. But I can bake cakes. I make dinner at least one night a week as practice.
Look at you. Look at you.
Wow. Wow. So what is the biggest thing that you got from it? I mean, what was one of the many lessons that you learned?
That it's not only important to have a relationship with God personally, but making sure that my children really understand. I was having this talk with my son the other day. I said, I know it's Father's Day weekend and there's going to be a lot of grandiose. I said, but I'm not going to be here forever. I said, there's going to be a father you can talk to long after I'm no longer here. It said in the Bible says his truth endures to all generations. That means your grandchildren will be able to depend on him. Your great grandchildren, generations down, can depend on him. Like the song I played in my video, when the lyrics says his truth endures to all generations. And now I fully understand it. My wife's dad, like he gets choked up and emotional about things like that. And that's like, I told him the other day, I said, I get it now. I completely understand.
Right.
So that I just like sharing that with my kids now so that they'll understand. Hey, I'm not always going to have all the answers, but I know someone who does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That part.
That is so it. And when it not only does things change, but it changes who you are inside. A lot of people think that the change on the outside. But when that change occurs, that transformation of from being not just a cheerleader on the sideline to now being a part of the game.
Yes.
To understanding that one thing, the greatest thing is your purpose and the influence that you have on those around you. I mean, just look at the influence and the impact that you already shared with your kids, with pushing others, with supporting others. those things that grow, that you understand the thing is, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. And that is amazing. That is amazing that you took it. Because let me tell you, there are some folks that go through some things, Mr. Clarence. Let me tell you something. There are some folks out there. You talking about you talking about your car. It's been some folks out there. Boy, looking here, the car was tore up like that and landed on top of them, and they still came out dumb as a rock. Okay, did dumb as that. Look, they came out and they like, oh well, I made it. I did this, and as soon as the healing physical takes place, they right back to the same old thing. They have forgot about everything. Now they right back because now they are physically healed. But they didn't take that moment, that time, that opportunity to grasp what it was truly about. That's the saddest part.
That is sad. And what I've learned too is this is kind of what both of you are saying, is that when certain things happen, you think it's just a bad thing that's happening, right? But I've gotten to the point in my journey is, what was my lesson in this? Whatever it was, I'm supposed to be different coming out of it. You know what I mean? I can't come out of a tragedy or trouble or whatever, the trial, the tribulation. I can't come out of that without something new, right?
That's true. I mean, and I can use that in country terms. In country terms is this: you can't even put clothes in a washer and they come out the same. I don't. It may not be, but a little bit. But some of you put some blue jeans in a washer, some of the blue coming off, and you wash them long enough, you're gonna see a change.
Yeah.
So there is nothing that we go in. Now we can say we come out the same, but there's nothing that we go in that we will come out the same. Not a single thing. The thing is up to us to catch and embrace the change.
So did your children have any questions for you after everything? Did they have any questions? Were they like, how did that come about with the kids?
Well, they were with me, they were informed, pretty early on, and so they were with me. Like for Christmas, of course I couldn't walk or anything like that. So I just sent money to the mom, like, hey, get them some nice stuff, Fortunately, I had some rainy day money saved away. So, while things financially were a bit of a struggle, we never went without. Like I wasn't like, hey, Bob, Dad, we were okay. And we had a lot of help from the musician community because they really helped us out a lot. And it would take all day, everybody, because I tried to several times. I was like, oh man, they won't let me tag 20.
That's really wonderful too, Clarence, and it speaks to who you are. If you know that, like, everybody don't get that help from people, and you are your character. Since the day I met you online first, just like with Country Boy. I met him online. It was months before I met Country Boy, but remember, I finally came and met you at the Rustic. Is when we finally met in person, and you have this great energy, and it people gravitate towards you. So it speaks of your character that so many people in your community of the music industry jumped in and helped. You know what I mean?
Man.
So that speaks of that.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And that thing also, it gives you an opportunity going through situations and going through things. It gives you an opportunity to really see others for who they are. A lot of times that's sometimes it's unfortunate, but it may be unfortunate, but very much needed for us to be able to see others, not for who we want them to be, but to see them for who they are. Man, if you what they say, if you really want to know somebody, okay, get sick, go broke. You find about them. But man, it speaks so much um to you for your family, for your friends that were there, for your wife. You know, you can tell her now. Hey Clarence, look here. You can tell her them words. He that findeth a wife, it's a good thing. Cause look at him. Look, you found your favor, buddy.
I'm sorry, she just stepped in.
Right on time, huh?
But
You
man,
know, I talked to someone whose wife passed of cancer. And when we're speaking about spouses being there and living through that vow of through sickness and health, he told me that when he was dealing with his wife and they were at this facility where she was getting this holistic help, people, men, husbands, were literally dropping their wives off for their family to come. They were done. They were done. And I was like, "Are you?" He said, "Yes." That was really the last stop. Like, we're dropping you off. Your mom and dad can get you from here. And when he told me that, I was like, people really do that. He said, yeah. He said it was shocking, but his wife told him stories of people that were in there and their husbands had just left deserted. So, yeah.
That's pretty tough. You know, and just thinking about that, Clarence, you know, and I not even knowing your wife, but being able to hear and to give her flowers from this old boy to say that's speaks volumes. And I say that is because not only, and sometimes we miss this, not only did she continue to have to deal with her stuff,
Mhm.
not only did she have to continue to be mother and wife, but now she had to be mother, wife, and caretaker, and
Mhm.
business partner, and secretary, and bookkeeper.
Booking agent. Yes. Yeah.
Boy, you better get her a raise.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, that's man. But I commend you for coming out on the other side of this, the way that you have. Um, the real thing is sometimes we allow the things to beat us down, and we think that we can't, and we give up and we quit because we're in whatever it may be, whatever the situation may be. Sometimes we want to just say, you know what, just forget it. It ain't gonna get no better. I ain't gonna get up no better. I ain't gonna get no well. I ain't gonna get healed. Nothing. Um, that's when that interior, that inside, that thing that's deep within kicks in. And it kicked in with you because from then until now, well, now I will say this, and and hear me when I say this. I say but God, but I'll say but Clarence, because he can only do what we open up the door for him to do. He can give you the strength, but if you decide that you don't want to get up, you can never use the strength. He can give us the knowledge, but if we never apply it, we did nothing. So for you to open up and say, okay, that, my friend, my friend.
My next question is your music. When were you able to play again?
Let's see. April. So before I got out and started doing events, I wanted to make sure that I could play up to my standards. So with Collage, we did like a community event where I went to their base, and they had a lot of their patients and stuff come in. I just did like a rehearsal concert, if you will.
Ah.
Once I was like, oh yeah, it's good. Okay, we're back. Wanted to make sure I could do it to a standard that my clients would
Appreciate it.
acceptable. And
Wow.
one that acceptable. Yeah.
So when you first picked up your sax again, though, was there any, I mean, like you just got right back to it, like, or were you scared to pick it up, like anything like that?
No, it was a extremely long road. I remember back in January when I was still at TIER doing inpatient rehab. I was like, come on, I said, bring my electronic wind instrument. That should be a lot easier to play. Haven't played it. And so she brought it to me, and I'm still suffering from the radial nerve injury. So my completely slips off. I can't do it. So using my whole right hand, my whole right arm, it was quite the process. I mean, so it took me months to get back to being able to play. And then once I did that, I was like, okay, I'd say over the last 30 days is when I started feeling comfortable playing my electronic wind instrument. But being thrown into it's like being thrown just going to the deep end. And your body kind of figures its way out. So.
Good. Wow. Yeah, I saw you playing, because I've been watching your videos and stuff for the last few weeks. I was like, oh my God, he's all right. This is, especially when I saw the one that said I couldn't walk in January. I was like, oh my God, this is so great. This is so great. I am extremely happy for you, happy for your family, happy for us, because we still have you and your talent here. You have so much more to give. Now you actually have your music. You also have this story and this testimony to pass along. I don't know. I read the book, Kim, the singer Kim.
Mm-hmm.
So Kim, in every concert, he has a part to where he plays a gospel song or two. He has a little section. Mm-hmm. And he wrote in the book about the reason why he does, because of what he went through. He didn't used to do it. He started doing it because of what he went through. And so he dedicates this little part of his concert, just a little part, to do some of that, to give back to the creator for what he got through, right? And what's interesting about the story is that one of his longtime band members, he finally was talking about him to the band, saying that don't go in our concert. That just makes our concert, it just takes the vibe away. Kim had a conversation with him and just explained, look, you don't know what I've been through. I've been through, and I owe this to God. I owe this to my creator for what he brought me through to get me here. And if you don't, I love you, but if you can't accept this part of me and what I have to give back, deuces. We're good. We're going to be friends, but you can't be a part of this band, because that's something that's going to be a part of this. And it just made me think about that, reading that story, and it made me think about, you made me think about the story again. So that was real interesting. But now when you're playing for love and passion, but you're also playing for a purpose, even more of a purpose than what you were prior to the incident, which makes it exciting. And then for a fan, it makes you get goosebumps. Mm-hmm. When I see you the next time I perform live, where all these people are going to be watching, I'm going to get goosebumps, because it'll be like, wow, he came through all of this, and look at him. he's not only playing good like he was before, he's playing better than he did before. Like he's a whole new person. He's kind of been remade whole. There's some added passion to him now because of, you know, what went on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you used to see me at church.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you be slinging snot. You know, Country Boy will sling snot in a minute. He'll bust out crying in a minute, second, whatever. He'll bust out crying. Have you done any crying, Clarence?
Oh man, yeah. Especially when I again, because I remember one Sunday I had my pastor had prayed for me, you know, because I said, man, I really want to get back to doing this. And lo and behold, I was playing next Sunday. I was like, man.
Look how fast that happens.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted, do you have anything coming up that you want to share with us? Like, if you have anything coming, and then also let us know I know how to find you, but we're going to let them know how to find you.
Okay. Let's see, off the top of my head, this weekend I'm doing a 50th wedding anniversary with my band. Then next weekend I'm doing a wedding at Boxwood Manor. I'm working with violinist Marion Dubois. This is my first time working with him. I'm excited.
Wow.
And we were texting last week and just talking about music. I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a fun show." So,
wow. What's that name again?
Marion Dubois. Marion Dubois.
We heard a violinist yesterday at an award show we were at. She was young woman. I think her name was Kia something. But anyway, she apparently she is a Anita Baker lover because all her songs were Anita Baker. But anyway, so she was really, really good. She's really, really good. So what is your band is?
Vinyl Fusion. VINYL Fusion with the Z. FUZION.
And tell them how long you've been playing with y'all been together, Vinyl Fusion.
When did we start? It was 2017, right? 18, 19, 20. All right, so 7 years.
When's your anniversary? No, I'm just joking.
October.
What is it?
October 11th.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you better know that one before you know them other dates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's good. And so the wedding, what is your favorite kind of performance? Do you have one, like the weddings or the concerts?
It changes it changes every day and with my mood.
Really?
I think weddings are the most fun events because they have the most diverse crowd, and you can. I like to go in there and just kind of feel them out. And I'll start off with something like "So Fresh and So Clean." I like that song because you can play it in any environment. It's jazz, and then most people be like, "That's hip hop." Oh, okay. Then you go from there. That's a great.
Okay.
Wow.
We have some comments. I'm gonna read real quick. Miss Julie, thank you again as always for being such a loyal watcher and supporter. We really appreciate you. It says, "Giving God all the glory." Blessings to you, Clarence. Alea Clark Hall. Hey everyone, that's amazing. She's saying that your journey and your story is amazing. Thank you guys for clicking in and joining us tonight. Clarence, anything else? I've been told not to use the word last words anymore. Do you have anything else you want to share with us?
Okay. Well, you can follow my Vinyl Fusion page for my band. You can follow me at Hip Hop Sax. Every day that in a while, we're posting up new content, new song covers. If you have any song requests, let me know. We're gonna put them out and just go from there. I love this. I being away from it for so long. It's like, oh my God! It's like you get to fall in love with it all over again.
Almost like you were hungry, like back in the day. You're hungry for it now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I got a request.
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't have to be today or tomorrow. But you know that new song, it's an old hook, but oh my gosh. Okay, keep on talking. It's gonna come to me in a minute. On My Mama, but the new one by the lady, On My Mama, but it got, you know what I'm talking about? Monet. Is it Victoria Monet?
Oh my God. Okay, the one that samples Charlie Boy, and then okay.
Yes, yes. I tried to get a DJ to play that the other night. He didn't know what I'm talking about. I told him you can look that up. But next time I come here, I'm gonna need you to know that song. It's my new favorite song right now.
Got
Oh,
some-
she said somebody gave us the answer, Monet.
Cool.
He getting ready.
Country
Yeah,
Boy,
I'm gonna be
what
listening
artist,
for it.
Huh?
what artist do you like?
Oh, me? Oh, you can't miss me.
Okay.
Look, you can go from A to Z, buddy. You ain't trust me. You start, I got you, baby.
What's your favorite country boy though?
All of it.
You got one. You done told me it's a gospel song, but I can't think of the name of it.
Look. If you look here, I promise you, Clarence, you start blowing it, baby. I got you.
I was asking this. I'm like, Big Luther or Lil Luther?
I saw that too. I saw it the other day. I'm gonna go with Big Luther for me.
Yeah, that never too much, but he got the boombox and he walking through the park.
Oh man. So how long have you actually been playing?
Let's
Like
see.
how many years?
15. So, man, I'm an old man. I'm sorry. I'm 38 now, right? All right, just make sure. Yeah.
Wow. So what was the most exciting moment that you played? Was wedding, or what was that one that sticks in your mind or gave you goosebumps? What was that moment?
I don't know, cause you're kind of in the moment at the events. But
Right.
when I went down and I couldn't play, I'm watching my videos. I really hadn't realized how much I had developed as a musician. I was watching one video. I was at the wedding. I was like, oh my goodness, I was killing it. I gotta get back to that.
Wow.
That's funny.
You know what? And that you say that, and I think that is the most incredible thing, is to have that kind of footage and things to where you can go back and watch how you have gone through these different stages. And it's, for me, some of the things, some of my old stuff, you can actually watch and see where you were at emotionally, mentally during that moment, and you see how you handled each and everything. Those things, that's and for me, it's about, you see your growth. You see your growth and your maturity through it.
Absolutely.
The greatest person you can study is yourself.
Mm.
Hey, you speaking a word right there. That's what I did. I said, oh, let me watch these videos. I was mentally transcribing to my soul. I was like, man, I don't even know what I'm playing, but it sounds good.
That's crazy. Have any of your kids picked up the sax or any instrument?
I'm working on it. The good thing is my son is like me. So I don't even have to guess what he's thinking. I was telling my mom the other day, I was like, I'm gonna have to con him into playing music. So like, hey, so I may have to underplay how much I've recovered. Like, I need your help. Because if you say, hey, I need your help, they're gonna be a lot more open-minded to it. And I'm thinking, I was like, oh, if I just teach him the basics, teach him to play Happy Birthday, and then teach him to play one of those songs that, a lot of the artists he likes,
Yeah.
that might be able to get. Oh, if I come at him with some Michael Jackson, sorry. He was 2. So that has just influenced him. Like, he can dance and everything. I'm like, I don't know where you got that rhythm from, but it skipped my.
That is so funny. Clarence, you got a little rhythm when you be playing?
Yeah, I can. I can. That's about
You
it.
can do
That's,
it? That's funny.
What you say, Clarence? You can lean with it and rock with it, huh?
that's about it.
Well, you knew just enough to where I didn't know that you didn't have that much rhythm. I didn't know. Your videos don't show that.
Yeah, when I couldn't play and I was going to events supporting, I was like, oh, that would have been something to videotape.
But when now that you say that, how hard was that for you to sit and listen, not knowing that you couldn't play?
Well, knowing I knew I was going to recover, I was like, man, let me just practice moving my body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had surgery and I wasn't allowed to dance for 6 weeks, I do swing out dancing, and I wasn't allowed to dance for 6 weeks. I said, okay, well, I'll just go watch others. I'll be fine. That'll help me to not want to dance. I mean, to know I can't dance. I can just go watch everybody else. That was the hardest thing. I almost gave up doctor's orders because I want to get out there and dance. And I'm like, I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't go no more until I got healed because I want to get out there and do my thing. So yeah. That's what made me ask that. Yeah. Now, Country Boy, are you gonna ask your famous question as we wind down?
Why certainly. Well, and then I will say, again, there's purpose, always purpose in our pain. Clarence, I admire you for pressing on, for pushing through, and for your growth, and understanding that it's truly, 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 truly bigger than you. And that is the one thing that so many of us miss. That it's bigger than us. And the fact that you have your family and your friends around, that is a beautiful thing. There is this one question, and I'm sure you may have multiple answers for it. But there's one question that I think is one of the most important questions first that I had to ask myself. So now I extend the question out to others, and it's very simple. And that question is, what is your why?
Why am I playing?
Huh?
Why am I playing? Or
No. What is your why?
I want to leave a legacy. When I'm not here, people are gonna be like, man, Clarence was an exceptional dude, exceptional father, exceptional husband, exceptional musician, just a great guy. And he left something that we could all build upon.
Love that. I think that's one of my favorite ones so far. You answered it quickly.
Well,
And
yeah.
Hey, I love it.
But to be exceptional father and husband first.
Yeah, like all of it together.
That's
All
beautiful.
the different
Yeah,
things.
that is what it's about. And that's everything that you said, Clarence, is so what it's about. Legacy has nothing to do. Some people think a legacy is what you leave here that's monetary, or what you leave here. That's not your legacy. What you said was the key word. You know what you said that was the key word? Something that they can build upon. And here, catch this. The only thing that you can build upon that will last is a solid foundation. And that is the most important legacy that you could leave.
Yes. Totally agree.
Amazing. Well, before Country Boy closes us out, Clarence, I want to say again to you how awesome I think you are. And I did want you to know that again, after a while, I started noticing there was no Clarence. And your phones are, but I could go back probably in my you may could go on your Instagram to see, like, I was like, hey, how you doing? And then when I finally I guess you finally got your phone back, whatever, you sent back and was like, oh, things are better or something like that. I'm thinking, well, I wonder what happened. Because I had no clue. I was like, okay, what does that mean? Did he decided not to play? Like, whatever. But anyway, so it was again finding out what happened and seeing that there must have been something in me that knew something was going on. Because again, you are a regular on social media with your beautiful things, your funny things too. Because you did some this week that I was like, thank you for that. And then, but listening to you play and all of that kind of stuff, I really did miss that. I'm so glad you're back. I am so glad that God blessed you, not only you, but blessed us to keep you here and for us to be able to continue to hear you and listen to the lessons that he's taught you, that he's given you, the blessings of the talent that he's given you is what I'm most happy about. And I'm so sorry, y'all. I got distracted by Miss Julie saying goodnight. So but yes, so thank you to the man above, but thank you, Clarence, for continuing to give us music, to continuing to practice your craft. And I want to thank you so much for this legacy you're gonna leave us, because I like that. I really liked your thought. If there's ever anything, as always, that I can do for you in my capacity of promotion, marketing, whatever, you know that I'm here. And we're gonna get you on one of these cruises eventually.
I was about to say, my wife actually asked me earlier. She was like, "Would you like to go on a cruise?" I was like, "I wanted to go, but I had a wedding that
I had a wedding.
Yeah.
Now look, the party on the sea is growing and it's getting bigger and bigger, bigger and better. And I'm so excited about what's happening now. And so not to be tooting my horn off, but the point was it's going to continue and you'll definitely be on one of those cruises. I can't wait to work with you. I haven't had an opportunity to do that yet, but I can't wait to work with you. But thank you and God bless you and your family. And yeah, if you need something from me, I'm here.
Thank you so much. Well, since you're offering soul food, they be having a great place, man.
There you go.
That's how you do it, Clarence.
I like that, Clarence. Since you're offering.
Y'all, let me go on and tell it before you forget you said that.
That's it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. This was so much fun. Love to do it any other time.
Yes. When you get that next album out, we definitely want the exclusive interview.
Definitely working on.
I know.
I'm talking to the musician community now. I'm like, man, because there's so much talent now. It's like, oh my God. It's like picking fruit from a tree.
Right. This guy, Damala, he plays violin.
Oh,
He's
the violinist, yeah, he's awesome.
Amazing. I'm thinking my birthday month is August, and he's gonna be at the oh my gosh, forget where it's gonna be, but it's somewhere nice. And so I'm thinking about doing that for one of my birthday gifts to myself. Just going to see him. I've seen him perform once at a club, but I would love to see him in the arena style format.
Oh, definitely.
He's so energetic. Okay, country boy, take it away, sir.
Well, Clarence, thank you. Continued blessings to you. Continue blessings. Continue walking in your purpose, on purpose. Man, continue sharing. Most importantly, continue sharing your testimony. Because that test that you went through, you might have thought it was for you, but it wasn't. It was definitely not for you, because God had already given you everything you needed to get through it. But he also knows that somebody else needed the vision to see you get through and to see you share your testimony. So never, ever, ever stop sharing it from the rooftop to the mountaintop. From the high hills to the valleys, baby, keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. Because that's what it's all about. That's what we are definitely here to do, is to encourage, uplift, and support one another. And I don't hope nobody misses that. That's what it's all about. Um, and as I always close, and I'll say this is just that. What I was telling him, I'll tell y'all, is know this. Each and every one of us, God gave us a vision and a purpose. A vision and a purpose. Everybody might not believe in your vision. Keep pushing. Everybody might not support your vision. Keep going. People may talk about you. People may degrade you. People may say you're too this. People may say you're too that. But you keep going. Don't you stop. Don't you quit. No matter who, whether it's family, whether it's friend, no matter who don't believe in you, understand if God gave it to you, he believes in you. Ooh, that was good.
Okay, that's where the twist of humor comes in, Clarence.
That was really good. So don't worry about these. Don't worry about the naysayers. Understand something about this is what I'm learning. Understand something about the naysayers. Understand something about the people who say that you can't. Understand something about the people who try to pull you away from your vision and your purpose. Understand something about them. Let me give y'all this little nugget. They believe in it more than you. The ones that's trying to deter you from it and tell you that you can't, tell you to stop, they believe in it more than you do. They believe that if you get there, so when they say that you can't, that's your key to push harder. When they say you're too this and you shouldn't be doing it, that's your key to keep going. Because they see what's inside of us, sometimes long before we can see what's inside of us. Don't quit. Understand something else is this, is that the purpose that God has placed inside of you is not for you. It's not for you. That thing that's in you is for somebody else. You are the one to deliver it to the next. You are the one to play that one song on the sax that somebody needs to hear. You are the one to write that one book that somebody needs to read. You are the one that does that one stage play that somebody needs to watch. You are the one that does that one talk show that there's somebody on there that somebody needs to see. You are the one. And there's somebody out there waiting for you to deliver the gift that you have. Isn't it amazing that if you, because God has handpicked each and every one of us and given each and every one of us a package to deliver. Our gift and our purpose is that package to deliver. Think of it like this. Think of it as there's some little kid out there waiting on that gift, and you're the one that has it. If you stop, they'll never get it. That's backwoods country right there. So don't stop. Don't quit. Don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep going. And I say this on behalf of myself. I say this on behalf of my co-host. I say this on behalf of Clarence. Is know this, that if nobody else tells you, I'll say it for them, that we believe in you. We believe in you. Because here's the thing. If God gave it to you, and I'm saying I don't believe in you, and I'm saying I don't believe in him. He the one that placed it in you. So if he gave it to you, we believe in you and we support you. And lastly but not leastly, as I close my big old country mouth, I say this: when God woke you up this morning and you opened your eyes and you cleaned out your ears and you tried to hear, but the words just did not come clear. If you was floating around Houston somewhere out there, God, it depended on where you was at. Some places it was raining, some places it was 2 million degrees. I don't know where you was at, but if you was in somewhere in between that, it's Houston. Y'all know it could be anything. You know, if you was using Acres home, it might have been raining. If you was in Cypress, it was 1 million degrees. It just depends on where you at in Houston, okay? Depends on the zip code, okay? But if you was out there today, either sweating or had your umbrella, and you was trying to hear the words, and you didn't hear 'em, well, here it is. Let me 9:07 Houston time. We will say this is that we love you. We love you, and we love you unconditionally. Unconditional. Sometimes I have to give a what you call that thing, a explanation on what unconditional is. Unconditional means this: whether you like me, don't matter. Whether you support me, don't matter. Whether you speak to me, don't matter. Whether you write me, call me, don't matter. Because guess what? My unconditional love, our unconditional love, is not tied to what you do or don't do. Our unconditional love is tied to God, not to you. So we love you unconditionally, and there ain't nothing that you can do about it. There it is. That's all now.
That's it. That's all. Clarence,
That's it.
we love you. You're your wife. We love her, and I hope to see you soon. And again, you. I have your number. I don't know if you have my. I didn't see my number again because you don't have your
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
So you can reach out to me and then let me know when you're going to play somewhere so that I can definitely make it there.
Guys, thank y'all so much for having me.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much for
Thank
sharing your
you.
story. And continue to share your story.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.